Alright guys, today we're working on store sign. Basically, the customer called me. I had a previous video here. A previous electrician hooked up this circuit. It has, actually it's pretty overloaded even though it's LED. It has three pole lights and 13 recess for the soffit of the store, and also this sign right here. None of it was working because somebody sent 208 volts instead of 120 and it burned up all the stuff including ballast. I removed the ballast here. The ballast, I tried to order ballast and they didn't have exactly the same one. I found one online, but I didn't want to wait that long, so I go ahead and I'm converting this to LED 120. Basically, these are double-sided, so the light's gonna be on both sides because the sign is both side sign. You gotta have the light on both sides, and it's actually pretty nice bulbs. They basically, instead of sending the voltage for fluorescent bulbs, I removed the ballast and bypassed it. See, they ran Romex underground in the flex conduit liquid side. I mean, it wasn't my job, but anyway, that's what it is. It only had like 18 gauge wire coming from the switch, and to the switch we have 20 gauge 12-2 wire Romex coming in. So I undid it's probably even 20 gauge. It's really thin. Well, anyway, I removed those wires, and right now we got a switch here, and from the switch, whenever it's energized on the switch inside of the store, it brings the power here, and once you energize this switch, it sends the power into the top tube stones, and the neutral is going to be always in the bottom. I ordered these nice light bulbs. They're actually 36-inch long and they're 120. So you got neutral. It says N1. This is L, which is hot leg, which is pretty much 120, and N2 on the bottom, which is a neutral. So let me put these bulbs in. So you select the color. It even has this selector switch. We're putting it at 65K, and we make sure that the L, which is, I'm assuming, gotta be the hot leg, that goes in first, like this. You gotta point it the right direction. Alright, so, and then same thing with the bottom. You gotta line up the socket. See, these are nice. They're rotatable. So if you can rotate it the way you need it. It's actually doesn't rotate a whole 360. It only does like probably like 30 degrees. So you gotta make sure you have it in the right spot. So you want the LED lights shine towards me and away from me. Alright, so that's pretty easy. So L is on the top where the hot wire is going to be, and N2 is on the bottom. Also, when you install these bulbs, It has these little grommets or little gaskets O-rings. You gotta make sure they're in place. I guess they're protecting from weather, even though this is enclosed, but you don't want any moisture to get to your contacts. That will prevent corrosion and oxidation. Alright, all the bulbs are in, all 5 of them, and I put the covers back on. This is where driver went, or ballast, that is no longer here because this is gonna be 120 volt, and all these selector switches selected for 60 watt 65k all the way to the top, and we're ready to try.